What is this? What is this? Do any of these currencies actually exist? No. Okay. Well, let me try and buy something. Now I'm being redirected to another page to spend real money on fake money, but I can only buy it in pre-selected amounts? What is going on? And why is every item shop in every game these days like this? Is it just me? Or do these interfaces look cluttered and confusing? There's so much happening at once. Not to mention, does anyone else feel like all of this just kind of looks ugly? I don't care if your game made $1 billion V-Bucks, put some of that money back into the actual layout of the storefront. There is so much on screen at once, yet you can still scroll for literally 30 seconds before you reach the bottom. There's got to be a better way. It's information overload. God forbid this is your first time playing the game, because it will immediately direct you to its cash shop and let you know how much of a peasant you are for not getting the paid battle pass. It's like those perfume stands at the mall, you know, the people who spritz you with someone's newest scent in hopes of getting you to buy it right then and there. That's kind of like item shops and battle passes in games. Except every time you turn a corner, there's another kiosk waiting to remind you, oh, did you enjoy that last game? Here's some fake in-game currency you earned to buy fake cosmetics, but it's locked behind a paywall until you give us money, and we're gonna remind you every time you get your ass sent back to the lobby, Brian. Look how cool this looks. Or this. Imagine if we could get something like this with straightforward prices and currency you would already have by playing through the game naturally, instead of the overwhelming amount of pages and sections to scroll through. If a game makes $1 billion, does its storefront change? No. And why should it? It's clearly working well enough. I'm not a UI designer. I don't know how to make things look good and easy to navigate, but I can tell when something's off. I love Apex Legends. I've been playing Apex for years. It is definitely one of the best feeling shooters out right now, which is why it's stayed popular for so long. But holy shit is the UI outside of the gameplay ugly. I've always said it has the worst looking shop, and it really hasn't changed at all since release. I will die on this hill. I know I've been venting about Apex a lot. It just happens to be the game I play the most. But this really is most live service game storefronts now. 2D pictures of 3D models all contained in neat little boxes with bright colors and an overwhelming amount of currencies, price cuts, and numbers. Not only are they ugly and confusing, they're forced upon you everywhere. Why does insert single-player RPG have an item shop? Not like a fun Mario or Persona style shop where you're buying gear or, you know, actual items for characters. No, a shop where you spend $20 to get your character's XP or progression bar to move twice as fast. Imagine spending $20 so you can beat the game you already spent $70 on faster? Nowadays, developers are met with universal praise when their single-player game doesn't have a cash shop with in-game purchases. If companies doing the bare minimum are getting praised like this, then you can imagine how egregious the overall monetization of gaming has become. Okay, and let's talk about what the stores themselves actually contain. It's kind of amazing, not in a good way. Oh, you think that car in Rocket League looks cool? The one you saw on the field on the other team? Don't even think about trying to earn it through in-game challenges. Those days are long gone. Maybe you can try and navigate through the storefront to try and find the car you're looking for, right? Also no. Please proceed to give us real money for fake money so you can get the body, decal, wheels, rocket boost, topper, and goal explosion. You wanted a cool looking car. Now you have 6 different purchases to make to get what you wanted. And you'll be lucky if the items you want are even present in the shop at the time. Oh, I forgot to mention that in most big games, these item shops change every single day or week. Well, the item's gone forever now. Make sure you come back every single day to check our inventory, you addict. Remember when I said this was confusing? Believe it or not, it's actually designed to be this way on purpose. Want to know why no game ever just has a simple monetary price listed below the item in real-world money? It's the same reason casinos use chips. It's way easier to justify spending 3,500 schmeckles than it is $35. And even worse, you never directly buy the item you want. It's always a pre-selected amount of currency designed on purpose to leave you with just a little extra or not enough, ensuring future purchases. Gacha games have been around since the Big Bang, and they figured this out. If you even think about playing Genshin, make sure you have an Excel spreadsheet. Make sure you have an Excel spreadsheet handy to track its 13 different in-game currencies. That's something I'd wish I'd done. And don't even get me started on the fake sales and scarcity. If items rotating every 24 hours already wasn't enough, many games introduced packs and bundles with a fake price and their fake currency crossed out, communicating that you better get this soon, otherwise it'll only become more expensive. Thing is, 99% of the time these aren't sales. This was always the set price. Is this scummy and by definition literally illegal? Yes. Are companies still doing it?
Yes. Very sad. Anyway.
This trend has expanded into pretty much any new popular game, mostly the multiplayer live service genre. With microtransactions everywhere, developers needed more shit to sell. Introducing stickers, charms,
gun buddies,
sprays, and even more stuff that no one asked for. This is done to dilute the cosmetic loot pool and ensure there's enough padding to justify another game with another battle pass. I still remember when Apex added weapon charms and immediately realized all my future loot boxes would be filled with these sorts of useless items, greatly offsetting the chance you get something you'll actually use or care about. Overwatch 2. What else can I say that hasn't already been said? I'm okay with games having item shops. Gaming is a business, and businesses need to make money. I'm more than happy to throw a developer at like 10 bucks for Battle Pass after playing their free game for more than 100 hours.
Bravo 6. Going dark.
And not all item shops are totally overwhelming. Maybe it has to do with the game's age. Like, the longer the devs try to maintain the live service model, the more odd little trinkets and junk they end up having to add just to ease the workload for all the cool shit we really want. Almost every single popular multiplayer shooter has sprays now. Please let me know if you've ever seen one used in any game, like ever, outside of riding ass in Fortnite. That's just fun.
Oh, nice.
It's scraping the bottom of the barrel and still charging the same price as everything else. Some of these charms and stickers cost significantly more than they ever would in real life. Go figure. Here's another fun aspect of spending real money in games: the Trojan horse approach. Want to immediately lose any goodwill and hype your marketing team may have built up over the last several months? Make a decent to good single-player game and ship it out to reviewers early to ensure those juicy pre-order sales. Then, around the time the game releases to the public, quietly release 21 microtransactions to the storefront in order to bypass the artificial walls the game puts up. Want to fast travel instead of walking across the map? $2, please. I thought gun charms were ridiculous. The more expensive and big games get, the more ways companies and execs are going to try and find new avenues of monetization. Imagine if you were playing a Mario game and stuck on a level. Simply scroll over to the item shop tab and purchase one superstar for $5, or get this superstar starter pack for $10. Actually, let me stop here. I don't want to give anyone any ideas. This sounds crazy, I know, until you realize this is literally what Ubisoft and other companies have done to their games. Let's just sidestep the argument for difficulty modes altogether. Grind it out or give us money, bitch. Alright. This video is about how item shops are ugly, which I still believe is true, but the monetization of games and overall nickel and diming for such basic features is also ugly. If you're playing more than one multiplayer game at once, you might as well resign yourself to the fact that you're starting a full-time job in order to unlock all the cool stuff that's normally near the end of any battle pass. Unless you pay for more levels with money. Don't worry, giving more money is always an option. Do I think this is going to stop anytime soon, if at all? No. But it will reach a breaking point eventually. Remember when Battlefront 2 launched way back when, and you had to spend more money to play as Darth Vader? Oh man, I don't think something quite that extreme has happened recently. I could be wrong. I hope I'm not. That backlash was significant enough for EA to listen. I feel something similar is on the horizon for live service games. Would you be surprised if I told you most popular mobile games now have a battle pass? It's just too much. The opportunity to spend real money in games is only going to increase, along with the inevitable bloating and clutter of an item shop. I just hope we can make them a little nicer looking. If I'm gonna drink the poison, I might as well enjoy its taste. I don't know. I'm gonna go bust out my PS2 and play Shadow of the Colossus for the 30th time to make myself feel better about gaming. I suggest you do the same.